I tell you what, if you're a collector, you know that there are periods of time when things in 5-10 minutes can just start to get overwhelming. Now I have a point up the way that did, and what's this? I flipped it out just a bit, and I'm like, well, that's super rare. And I found a lot of other great things that I'm going to show you, and welcome back to Indian Trace, and I just want to make a couple comments. I can barely catch up with all the great artifacts. Look at that, used to be a great piece. Can you see it? Those of you who have good eyes. I can barely catch up with all the great artifacts. I'm cleaning it off, sorry. Hang in there, you have some fun here on Indian Trace. Came out to Site 4. I've got some great artifacts to show, and it turned out, if you're tuning in, you can see how that used to go right there. It was rather big as my finger. That would have been a nice lance point base and what have you. Anyway, I get distracted. I digress. Only we can be happy looking at dirt. Some people tune in. I might post once a week now. Maybe 2, maybe 1 video. But there's going to be some smoking artifacts. And I see in my alerts, whether it's Tika, I think that's pronounce your name, those guys, wherever you are, Mike, I think it's Mike. I'm sorry, I mean, week after week, I cannot, it's hard to get caught up with you guys' videos, but I know, and I see, and I watch many, even though I can't make all the comments all the time. And I read every comment, because I know who's watching out there. I know you're watching this. And I'm being sneaky here because here in Site 4, and Site 4 is huge. Lots of different places and square mileage. It's just a lot of places. This is just one of them. We only had about a ½ inch of rain, but that's fine. It knocked the stronger dust off of the artifacts here. But I think it's Tika. But so many, whether it's Hawking Lithics, you've been just really working hard at making good videos, and Tika, and I think it was like 45, 30 full points you found on one trip. Listen, it's going to get ready to happen for you. I mean, avalanche style, where you're going to have to figure out a place to go with those artifacts. As I tell people, well, some people can. I'm going to show you what happened here. You just can't keep them all, which is arguable. I guess it's relative. It depends how many people you love the stones. I don't have a bunch of people that love me that love the stones. Not now. But I do keep a designer collection, you all know. These here I just recently found and have been just walking along and cleaning up, okay? These 5. I'll show you those. I got a pocket full of ropes. But as we back trace here, it's this Indian Trace. This I just moved with my stick. And my eyes, geez, in the morning aren't even woken up because I couldn't see it ahead of time. I didn't see how it fit, but now it's super clear. And it shifted from right there. And I just moved it a little. Just checking things and moving along, but I bet you I'm right. It could be broken still, but in the morning light, that's looking smoking nice. Look at this notch. Only we who love 4,000-year-old stones, 5,000-year-old stones, right? Look at these. Scraper. I just picked this little guy up. Just did. And what I mean by little guy, I said, is that because the base, it wasn't even showing. It wasn't showing clearly. So I picked up a little piece of rock. I said, is that so small? Well, I mean, you go from this kind of style right here, small Savannah. Now, last time I was here, I found that big Savannah River type. And this is like a little one, I think. God knows, look. Even with the style that this is, I'm betting you money this is a bow point. I can tell by its lightness. I wish Mike from out, I think it was Missouri, I'm not sure where it was. He made me some great stuff. I wish he was still around. I don't know what's going on with him. I'll have to reach out to him. Look at that little teeny thing. And so I'm like, yep, sure as you live, that's a unmistakable point made out of a flake. Sharp, ready to go. But funny thing is that this is not a bow point. It's an Indian arrowhead, we love to call it, but it is no bow point. Let's finish. Banded quartz variety. Down the way, I just picked this up before I picked this little guy up. I got a little work today to do. I hope we all do. Work's good. It's going to be smoking hot again, about 95. Doesn't bother me any. I like it hot. And Ron, I'll catch up with you. Don't worry. We're both super busy, but I'm going to give you a big update. You've been a big encouragement. Look at this scraper. I used to think these scrapers were simply just points that they just wanted to make that way, but I really think they're all thumb scrapers now. Looking at them closer and knowing what they needed and handling my own human hand is crazy stuff. Good notch. And then even better. Oh, okay. I gotta get going and find. Almost afraid to do it because you think it's gonna be broken, but this, oh my God, gracious. Look at that. You've seen it with me. Listen, let's go out on a limb. This here, no doubt, it's small, it's light. Could have been an atlatl dart tip, it would have worked. But it's so light and delicate that I bet you it's a bow point. Even though it's not triangle, listen, don't tell me that people like you and me didn't have the creativity for different shapes. I think it might have been about weight. If you think you know, you don't know. We don't know. And people, I mean, sometimes they hate to hear that, but we don't know. Are you kidding? Look at this. If I jump back in time, I bet you, and there's nothing broken about this at all. Craziness. I bet you that we're going back. I'm gonna have to wrap this up separately. Very least 5,000 BC. Some of you study it good. You can tell me. That's just my guess, at the least. Because that's a flat-out screamer. And it's too quiet and nice out here for me to start screaming. Thank you all for joining. Taking a little extra time just to relax, because I mean, I don't even get to post that much, so hope you enjoy. Keep finding out there. Unbelievable amount of great artifacts finding Richard or Mike and Tika. I got your name wrong maybe, but hey, bear with me, you know, that's just life. Hope everybody finds out there.